How are we doing? My name is Danny. I'm with the Boathouse Group here at our Cape Coral location, currently sitting in a Cobalt 23SC 250 Yamaha outboard on the backside. Just want to briefly kind of touch on some of the ride quality differences that make Cobalt really in that pinnacle top tier as far as in this market. And a couple things that I like to note. You can look at the front side of a Cobalt. While this technically is a deck boat series, it's got a steeper V than anybody else in the deck boat market, and it's really not close. And you couple that with the 18 hand layered Cobalt Kevlar enforced keel, you can cut through anything. You don't feel any reverberation through the hull, and you don't get that up and over, you get the cut through. And so you're not going to get a lot of that up and down slapping or porpoising that you will see sometimes out on the water. And Cobalts they're laid up well, and that they can handle any of those water conditions that may be thrown at you. Another thing that I like to point out when you're talking about Cobalt in particular is because the way that they've contoured the hull to be made for an outboard, not for an IO drive, is the planeability at lesser speeds. In most Cobalts, you can get on plane and stay on plane at about 13 to 15 miles per hour, where most other competitors in that market segment, in those specific size ranges, you're going to be somewhere closer to the 20 mile per hour threshold. So what's happening is Cobalt, you're getting that back end up quicker because the way that the hull is contoured for an outboard versus a repurposed IO design. And so that allows you to be on plane at lower RPMs, you're burning a little bit better fuel, but you're also not losing that line of sight. So you don't have to worry about trying to punch it to get up on plane, to get up and get that line of sight. So when you're out putzing around, if you want to sit at that 15 mile an hour threshold, you can do so comfortably and not have to be burning as much gas plowing 20 or 25 miles per hour as well. But there's also just a safety factor in not losing any of that horizon planeability. You don't have to feel like you always have to be standing up, when driving either. So those are a couple really important things to know when you're considering Cobalt for your purchase. I kind of put them in that next tier.